Good day to all. Today we are going to see about the basics of heat transfer. Okay, the heat energy can be transferred from one body to the another. Okay, consider this is a bar 60 degree and 30 degree. The heat can be conducted from higher temperature to lower temperature. Okay, so this technique to study the method of heat transfer, the mechanism of heat transfer, that is called the basics. Okay, so to facilitate the heat transfer between the two bodies, we need to be a temperature difference between them, like this 60 degree and 25 degree. For example, there is two body here, this is also 30 degree and this is also 30 degree, then there won't be any heat transfer. Okay, if it is 50 degree and 30 degree, then there will be a heat transfer. Okay, so finally the bodies must be in two different temperatures and it can flow one higher from to lower. There will not be any heat transfer between two bodies which are at same temperature. Okay, the heat can flow from higher temperature to lower temperature. So the three mode of heat transfer you are already well aware, that conduction, convection and radiation. For example, let us say for conduction, a three wall is attached closely together. One is inside the wall 500 and outside is 25 degree. So these are all three different materials. We have to find out the temperature at every junction. Okay, so this is called Fourier law of heat conduction. In convection example, if a steel bar is heated up to 600 degrees Celsius and the bottom face is completely insulated, there is no heat transfer, Q equal to 0, then this heat will be emitted to the atmosphere. Okay, this is called convection. Here the heat is transferred from solid to fluid, right? So here in conduction it is through material, but here solid to fluid or vice versa. It can transfer from fluid to solid also. Okay, that is called convection. For radiation, we know that the sun is heated everything in the atmosphere, right? Through which without any medium also it can transfer through a light form. Suppose consider a container and a flame. Heat is coming from this flame and heated the inside air molecules through the form of light, right? Here it is stated that so within a body, due to the transfer of heat by molecules vibrating at their mean position, so it means that the molecules are not transferring. Because of that contact, the energy is transferred. That is called conduction. Convection is mode of heat transfer which occurs mostly in liquid or gases. That is motion of a matter or molecule from one place to the another place. So the boiled water is a best example for convection. And radiation is another form of heat transfer. It does not require any medium that can be used to transfer of heat. It can transfer through a vacuum also, so which is in the form of light. So vector and scalar, the difference between vector, a displacement is a vector quantity because it has a magnitude and also a direction, and body force is also a vector quantity, but temperature is a scalar quantity. It will be having only a magnitude, and heat generation is also one of the scalar quantity. For example, if you are heating a vessel, the heat is continuously generated, right? So that is called scalar quantity. Okay, so let us discuss about stress and strain later. So it is a tensor, and the another similar examples are temperature gradient, heat flux, and velocity. So these are all a vector quantity. So now let us discuss with a 1D bar element with heat, conduction and convection. So the shape function for a bar element, two noded element, 1 and 2. This is one element. So T1 degree Celsius and T2 degree Celsius is your degrees of freedom for this particular element. So we have assumed this as a linear form and two node. So we know that T of x equal to T1 N1 plus T2 N2, and N1 is L minus x by L and N2 is x by L. N2 here. Okay. So we can derive this L minus x by L and x by L by assumed trial solution. For linear form A0 plus A1x, for quadratic form A0 plus A1x plus A2x square. Okay, from this you can derive L minus x by L and x by L. Okay, so x by L. Okay, so stiffness matrix can be written as K equal to integral volume integral bt dB into dV. So this is for stiffness matrix derivation. B. Okay. In a static structural problem, D is written as a E, that is called Young's modulus. But in a thermal problem, we can write it as a small k, that is thermal conductivity. Okay. So from this we can derive this AK by L 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. So A is area in terms of meter square, K is thermal conductivity watts per meter Kelvin, and L is element length. So these are all the basic things. So that I have formulated the derivation in previous videos. Please check it in my YouTube playlist, FA basic course. So now the stiffness matrix with conduction and convection, that is only free end convection. Okay, heat is transferred from solid to your atmosphere. Okay, one end is fixed and it is in T1 degree Celsius. So we have a thermal conductivity for the bar, and in this phase the heat is transferred only from this end phase, that is called free end convection. We need here H and atmospheric temperature, that is watts per meter square Kelvin and atmosphere temperature. For this conduction stiffness matrix, conduction plus end condition, end convection. Okay, stiffness matrix can be written as K for conduction plus K for end phase conduction, end phase convection. Okay, so AK by L 1 minus 1 minus 1 plus HA 0001. So this is for convection. You have to add these two matrices to get the stiffness matrix for first any one element. Suppose if that element is subjected to a end phase convection. So now the stiffness matrix with conduction, convection, and later we will discuss about internal heat generation also. Okay, first let us write for conduction, convection plus surface convection. Okay, K equal to AK by L 1 minus 1 minus 1 1 plus HP L by 6 2 1 1 2. Okay, so this is for a surface convection. For example, pin fin can be analyzed by using this stiffness matrix equation. Similarly, for force matrix, we have to write it for conduction, convection, and internal heat generation. So first let us write a free end convection, that is F equal to H into TA 01. So this is for free end convection. And for surface convection, the force matrix can be written as PHT infinitive L by 2 1 1. And for heat generation, so F has to be written as QAL by 2 1 1. So these are all the formulas you must remember. So in FE equation we know that heat transfer K global matrix into T temperature and force load vector. So if it is load vector has been given, Q is, then you have to take this. If surface, then you have to use this formula, and for free and convection you have to use this formula. Okay, so thank you very much.